Welcome back to part 3 of the Creating New Beats Fast series. This will be the final installment. I was going to go a little deeper, but I'm having some issues, as you could see in the last video, trying to play the song as an example, so I'm going to have to describe it to you, which I'm not a fan of, so I'll just kind of wrap this up and start a new series soon. This is part 3. The last one we left off at, I had showed you how I created the melody, how I listened to the original track, and tried to mimic it, not exactly how it sounds, but using similar sounding plugins or instruments, similar pattern, and just kind of doing my own spin on it. The next step here is the beat. So when I first start making the beat, I like to start with the kick. I've already got the metronome set, so I'll create a kick pattern similar to the pattern of the song. Again, none of this is going to be exactly the same because I'm not trying to recreate the song, but I use it as a blueprint to kind of follow and get inspirations. I do the kick first. I typically, after that, do the snare. And while I'm doing each instrument, I'm going back to the original recording and trying to match the plugin that sounds similar to each one. That I do try to match exactly. That's the only thing I try to match, is the way all the instruments, as far as the drums and percussion are concerned. I try to match those sounds up as best I can to what the artist used. But from that point on, I've already got the tempo match and I got the sound match, so I just kind of do the drums in a similar fashion, but a little different. I like to put my own flavor in there. So is basically it. I do piece by piece. If there's a hi-hat and then there's another hi-hat that does higher, a lot of the new artists now will do a second hi-hat where it's faster and they change the pitch of it and fill in, so I'll do that if that's there. I'll listen to the way the snare sounds. Sometimes there's a snare and they might have claps that are stereo on the left and right to fill it in. Little details like that, and I just kind of use those and incorporate it into the beat of the arrangement that I made. I can't play the little Vert song that I'm using, so you can go to that and listen to it and then compare it to this that I've created here, and you'll hear the similarities. And there you go. To make this beat takes me all of about maybe 10-15 minutes to get it arranged. I do some quantizing to tighten it up, just all the basic things you normally do. A lot of these songs are just the same thing repeated. They break in the beat, come back in, nothing really too intricate. Not like something you hear in like metal or rock or whatever. It's pretty cut and dry and repetitive. So that's typically what I do. And moving forward beyond that, after that's done, I'll go through and try to listen to all the ambient stuff in the background. There's a lot of stuff that you hear, but you don't realize you're hearing it. That's about it. Sorry to cut this short. Again, issues with playing the song on YouTube makes this a little cumbersome to do the tutorial, but I hope that you get some value out of this, and I will be back next week with a brand new topic. Any topics you'd like me to break down or try to explain and show you, definitely contact me, leave comments, and of course subscribe, get the alerts so you know when I release each new video every single week.